Today, God declares, I am your entire being. In your existence, the strongholds of demons have been dismantled. The sword of my spirit now penetrates the thorns of unlawful power. Idolatry and dependence on external sources are disintegrating into embers and dust. You possess authority. The values of the cross will liberate you, I assure you. You are now permitted to behave in the same manner as I did. You are now able to respond to my voice by saying, this is the path, proceed in it. It is an uncommon route, and few individuals choose to pursue it. Are you anticipating the gathering of a large number of individuals? Regardless of the quantity, my hand possesses the capacity to rescue. Counting the number of individuals who endorse your idea or subscribe to your beliefs is unnecessary. Abraham took a risk without any support, but he succeeded and received the promises I had made to him. Obedient, yet amiable. When there is a conflict, such as the one between Abraham and Lot's shepherds, allow them to depart. Permit them to take a break. Permit them to possess the greater portion. Lot acquired a city, while I granted Abraham a country. Please refrain from engaging in arguments over trivial matters. Continue to love and obey me, and you will witness the extraordinary things I will accomplish in your life. This is the moment to be rescued. Now is the time to liberate yourself from the constraints that have been impeding your progress. Do not consider it an opportunity to postpone tasks. I have been elevated to the status of a deity. As you traverse the Jabbok rivulet, seize the pledge. I will ensure that I respond and fulfill all of the commitments I have made to you through the blood of Christ. Enjoy my grace and delights by lying down in my kindness. I am a compassionate deity. Success, wealth, and virtue comprise my objectives. I am entirely focused on the process of bringing paradise to earth in your circumstances. Is a sanctuary a location where impoverished individuals reside? Heaven is devoid of scarcity. There is no scarcity in your existence. Heaven is devoid of illness. Presently, you are not experiencing any maladies. There is no sorrow, loss, or scarcity, only abundance and goodness exist. This is your portion. The Father states, not at that time, but right now, in this location. At this very moment, today. Today, God declares that the term revival is not detrimental. Revival is not an antiquated or outdated paradigm. Is it not stated in my word that you are to beseech, revive us again, O Lord? How can my people regain pleasure if they are unable to envision the future and are ensnared in the present? The earth still contains the remnants of every manifestation of my spirit throughout history. The fruit is still being produced by the plants. Prepare with my spirit and commence your journey to the spiritual realm, where water streams from boulders and manna is distributed each morning. You will be ecstatic about the abundance of my grandeur that I have bestowed upon you, as you savor angelic food. I am extending my beauty upon you, as I did with Adam and Eve in the garden when I spread the heavens over them. I am returning you to a state of Edenic bliss and a sense of entitlement. When you observe the snake conversing from a tree branch, invoke the guardians of heaven, and they will silence the snake at your command. I am returning you to the tree of life and removing the consequences of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. You don't have to be aware of the distinctions between right and wrong. I require your attention, and you must sit at my feet to learn from me. Mary made the superior decision, despite her sister's advice to the contrary. Martha contemplated the virtues of avoiding negative actions, while Mary simply knelt at my feet, embraced my knees, and gazed upwards at my face, basking in the warmth of my love and wisdom. I have reserved this for you. I am leaving you this legacy from Calvary for you to enjoy. Before the video continues, I request that you like the video and share it with your family and friends. I also request that you consider donating some dollars, as I do not have a house and I need to build a new one. According to God, when you contemplate spirits and demons, He withdraws His presence. The individual to whom you provide notice is the one who receives it. You are preparing yourself for a situation that is not for me, regardless of the reason for your focus on Satan. Your location is determined by your level of focus. Are you interested in reading that book and listening to the teacher, whose objective is to make the actions of the adversary appear more favorable while my actions appear more unfavorable? This is an evil force that prevents my people from recognizing my benevolence due to their excessive attention to the cunning methods employed by the enemy. I have ensured that you are not subjected to such frivolous activities. In what way do you care about the team that lost? I will be visiting your residence today. I will be accompanying you to work on the transport. I consume each meal while sitting down. I will have fellowship with you, and you will have fellowship with me. I am going to disclose valuable and profound information that you are not aware of. Are you prepared for significant events? Allow them to articulate the most profound aspects of my spirit. Not a dream of a deluded mind that posits that you must comprehend the concealed aspects of obscurity that are only known to them. They are beloved. Pray for them and maintain your devotion to me. Determine the individual who will receive the gift first. Be sure to observe who is the first to reach my holy peak. The Father declares, "This is your day. This is your opportunity, and you are entering a period of increased favor and gifts. Do not allow any obstruction to impede your progress toward the pinnacle of my goodness and grace, which is easily accessible and eagerly awaiting your arrival." Today, God declares, "I am not the enemy, I am the supporter. I am not in opposition to you, I am simply expressing my affection for you. I am not withholding anything from you, I am providing it to you. I offered you the entirety of my being at Calvary 2,000 years ago. My power prevents you from experiencing adverse events. They were perpetrated by a malicious individual, and you are aware of their identity. I introduce life into the world, but he does the same. Preachers and councils of the ignorant assert that ideas originate from Satan. Please consider this with great care. I will never refuse to comply with the directives of the cross. The cross is a symbol of abundance and vitality. The cross guarantees healing. The cross asserts that supply and growth are accurate. People who assert otherwise may possess authority, however, their authority and the profundity of their relationship with you are rendered meaningless when they contradict my promise. Greetings, I place a high value on the acts of compassion I have performed in the past and continue to perform. I provided you with even the most favored of heaven to fulfill your inner yearning. Why would I refuse to extend even a meager blessing to you? What less valuable gift would I decline to provide you if I did not take my son? I am generous. I experience a significant amount of joy when I am generous. I I provide you with continuous assistance daily. You awaken to the present. I plan your future with all the finest gifts while you sleep, and you go through the day with my gifts. I will not alter my stance on this matter, regardless of the opinions of others. That is the activity of my spirit within, through, and around you. Why would I decline your minor desires when I have already verified your most critical requirement in a manner that will endure indefinitely and establish you on a path to significant progress and development that you could never have anticipated? As the Father instructs, recognize that my affection for you is genuine in all circumstances. God has declared that He is raising His standard against the adversary at your gates today. My spirit is resisting the assaults on you, and in an instant, you will encounter relief, marvels, and healing that surpass your wildest expectations. Despite my understanding that I am in command, you remain in charge. Your trust and faith must provide me with the fortitude I need. I am involved in your life because you are not receiving the assistance you should have received from other sources, such as me. Discard the erroneous sense of security and dependence that you have on your surroundings and the individuals who inhabit them. Even one's closest companion may become an idol, according to the Father. Prevent this from occurring. Please prioritize your affection for me over all other aspects of your life. You are liberated to love without constraints as a result of my transformation into your entire being. In my eyes, you are both a priest and a monarch. Are you a monarch or a queen? What is the current state of your kingdom? You are merely a puppet ruler with no real power, allowing malevolent forces to control your life without any consequences if you lack jurisdiction on earth. You are responsible for your existence. Your family is your domain, however, it is not to govern them. Rather, it is to address any issues that could potentially diminish the quality of life for both of you, ensuring that you have a fulfilling life. Today, you should launch an offensive against all forms of disappointment and decline. Confront the challenges and obstacles that you or your family members are encountering. Maintain your composure in the presence of the wind and waves and deliver the directive. I will substantiate your assertion by granting you my power to bless and elevate you to extraordinary glory, in addition to others who have courageously placed their faith in me. Before the video continues, I request that you donate some dollars to us. I do not have a house and I need to build a new one. Today, God declares that the water table of His Spirit is ascending to unprecedented levels in your life and region. You can access the reservoirs, which contain the deepest aspects of my presence, and I extend an invitation to you to imbibe from them. Go out into the water until your knees and ankles are submerged, and even deeper if you wish to swim in the ocean of my intentions. I assert that this is the moment for those who aspire to approach me beyond social norms and deceptive beliefs to assert and demonstrate my power, even though some individuals may derive pleasure from the shore, concentrating on their apparent appearance. Underground waters are rising in and around you, and it is pouring. People from all spheres of life will succumb to the influence of my spirit in your region. They will halt in the center of the grocery store aisle, and you will hear their conversation without understanding the context. In the same manner as Paul did on Mars Hill, approach them and inform them about the unknown God. Individuals will be observed touching acquaintances as they traverse bustling intersections. Those who have been influenced by the power of my Spirit through willing receptacles, according to the Father, will abandon their wheelchairs in parking lots. You will cease to contemplate the instances in the past in which that man or woman possessed significant power or performed such actions. Even if it is divine, you will no longer walk in the light of a past conflagration. I will provide you with what is truly yours and enable you to engage in a new manifestation and outpouring of my spirit. Numerous individuals will observe and ridicule it. They will exhibit disdain because they are averse to things that are not within their control or that they cannot claim responsibility for. Disregard them. Continue adhering to the regulations. Please continue to listen. Exercise caution in the aisle of the store. Pay close attention to my instructions to stop and engage in conversation with that individual as you travel. I have summoned you today to convey my glory to the world's hidden nations. Therefore, execute my commands with kindness and authority. Today, God desires to ascertain whether you are prepared to pray. The gap between the two factions remains open and vulnerable. Where are the sentinels? What is the location of my ladies of honor? Depart from the realm of spiritual theater and imitations of faith and resolve to embrace and embody your authenticity. This is the season in which I present myself to the world. In the same manner as I first revealed my majesty to Moses, I will now reveal my visage to you. You requested to be present with me. Will you be denied access? Will you prevent me from spending time with you, my adored and deserving child? Without a doubt, today is the day of your revelation. While others will only observe cracked, parched ground, you will experience a sense of rejuvenation and delight in the rain that I am sending your way. What if others fail to comprehend or are not motivated by the awakening that I provided, which led you to a new life? Proceed to violate social norms to demonstrate my authority. Let them handle your directive. You must always follow my commands, I say to those who disagree and to those in high positions who do not comprehend. Execute the instructions provided. Advance with affection. Ensure that your actions are graceful and that your words are replete with compassion. The Father informs you that you are traversing Saul's residence. In the same way that I meticulously monitored David, you will enter and exit a setting where individuals desire your demise. However, you will experience joy during your stay and partake in the feast that I have prepared with care. In the present day, God instructs us to rid ourselves of demons rather than to communicate with them. You are sovereign, and sovereigns are superior to powers. This does not necessarily imply that the enemy will or is capable of eating humans, despite his desire to do so. Today, my protective hand is upon you to confront and eradicate the spiritual darkness that is concealed within the evil that surrounds you. Upon entering the vicinity of individuals who are under the control of spirits, they will spontaneously manifest. Inform them to remain silent and follow you outside. Currently, several of Siva's children are thriving among my people. They are amused by the demons and wish to engage in playful interactions with them. These individuals believe that confronting a creature and engaging in conversation with it will enhance their fortitude. You are under no obligation to participate in or contribute to that activity. You are capable of accomplishing this. Avoid employing the benediction in your life for trivial matters that may cast a negative light on it. I have granted you the ability to expel demons, revive the deceased, and provide medical care to the ailing. This is your entitlement and your obligation. The Father urges you to open your eyes. You should not only open your senses to observe the cunning enemy, but also to observe the powerful angel who is prepared to assist you if you choose to adhere to the regulations of my kingdom regarding the underprivileged. I did not contact you to engage in a religious argument with the expectation that it would be beneficial for both of us. Perform signs, marvels, and wonders, and individuals will respect you because they recognize that I reside within you to alleviate their suffering and set them free. Always bear in mind to demonstrate them initially. Then, you may attempt to persuade them that their red offenses can be transformed into white as snow. Seek the anointing that emanates from me in your life today, declares God. Numerous individuals possess an anointing that was bestowed upon them by their educators. There is a moment when you must accept something that was not given to you by your family. Afterward, you will be able to walk alongside Paul and Elijah as an equal, possessing a gift that no one else has. This is the most critical aspect that any genuine worker of God who instructs and directs you desires for you. Have faith in the individuals who are providing you with guidance. Position yourself at their feet. It is important to be aware that there is a covering made from my majesty that can assist you in achieving your objectives. The Father inquires, do you wish to collaborate with this anointing? Samuel was employed in this treatment facility during his childhood. He granted Saul that favor. However, Saul undermined himself by endeavoring to exploit it for his benefit rather than fulfilling its intended purpose. My anointing, the genuine anointing, enables you to cross water, heal the sick, quell storms, and resurrect the deceased. It illustrates the transition from power to permission, and from one level of majesty to another. This is the process by which you transition from possessing an anointing to possessing the anointing that I have for you, the Father says. According to God, the authority He has granted you will remain constant, regardless of the fluctuations in national fortunes. I have requested your leadership. I have requested that you assume responsibility. The information and comprehension that you require are provided below. There is no need to be concerned about plots and sneaky movements, as they are the product of the plans of those who have suffered significant losses. Avoid portraying Satan as more significant or frightening than he truly is. He is of lesser significance than you, as a new creation in my kingdom. You are situated in a position of distinction adjacent to the one who has been praised. However, he is inferior to you. You stand on his back as you ascend, causing him to tremble, as my authority and power are both within and on you. The assertion that you will fail or collapse is untrue. It is untrue that an individual will pass away prematurely. It is untrue that you will have anything other than life and an abundance of it. I am light, and you are a symbol of my power, while the adversary is comprised of lies. To accomplish this, the sun was exposed and raised, and he now resides in your heart to eliminate all dominion and power. You are the corporeal instrument through which all negative actions are disassembled and discarded. Demonstrate your dominance and authority in public. Refrain from listening to religious individuals who behave in a manner reminiscent of Chicken Little and search beneath every lampshade for a creature to apprehend. You are either a king or a queen. You are employed as a cleric. My power is contingent upon your presence. On this very day, the Father commands, take your place, raise your voice, and rule. Today, God declares, I am initiating a new endeavor on earth. It is being asserted that those who are opposed to the cross are in error, and my sons and daughters are emancipating themselves from the chains and subjugation of the enemy. Prophets and deliverers are emerging from Zion. They ascended the mount of the Lord and returned with altered lives. They have changed in terms of both influence and character. The clothing they wear emits an aroma reminiscent of freshly extracted oil. The Father has decreed that your robe will be smeared with virgin oil tomorrow. This is the oil that my Christ anointed you with, and it causes your visage to radiate in the same manner as that of Moses and Stephen. This will be criticized by certain individuals who perceive it in a negative light. Refrain from listening to those who hold opposing opinions. Do not engage in the conversations of the arrogant, who have no intention of taking action beyond concluding that there is nothing to be done. God asserts that you possess a greater depth than may be apparent at first inspection. You are enclosed within me, and I am enclosed within you. I am present and active within you, just as you are present and active within me. The I am grandeur emanates from your heart, hands, and feet. Access to each location you visit will be granted to you. Your words will dispel the atmosphere of uncertainty and immorality. Do not assert that you lack an anointing or mantle. The heavens are dispensing them, as Elijah did when Elisha cried, my father, the chariots of Israel and their horsemen." According to God, you will not perish without being acknowledged. God the Father declares, "I have selected you to serve as a testament to my kindness and name, and you will not be denied any of my unmistakable glory, even today." Today, God invites you to enter the boundless season of grace that I have reserved for you. I dedicate my time exclusively to you. I will pay close heed to your words. I will listen to you and comply with your requests, as today is your day to be forgiven. Seasons, movements, and manifestations are monitored by certain individuals. However, I assert that your shadow is capable of reviving the deceased and curing the ailing, provided that you are willing to participate in my current season on earth. This is unrelated to time or location. You could circle the globe 1,000 times in search of the deity who stirs the water, but I assure you that I am present and prepared to demonstrate the extraordinary and facilitate its realization. This is unrelated to your worth or the actions you have taken. I will become involved in your life as a result of your consistent invocation of my name, which compels me to fulfill my obligations. The Father instructs us to continue asking questions. Strive to achieve your goals and remain resolute. Continue to perform and continue to work at it. Modern prayer is not considered to be effective if one does not anticipate immediate results from their prayer life. When praying, concentrate on the present instant. The opportunity to be saved is presented at this very moment. This is the location where manifestation will occur. I will always be loyal to you when you invoke my name. Not due to your virtues, but rather due to the advantages of my name and the blood shed for you. The Father advises us to continue praying, even if we do not receive responses. There is no doubt that the phone will ring, someone will knock on the door, and your gift will be presented to you. Are you prepared? What quantity do you require? What is the extent of your desire? Reject the repulsive notion that males propagate, which asserts, "I will not intervene or permit your suffering to occur." That is inaccurate. My assurance is the truth, which persistently endeavors to captivate your attention to restore you to the fullness of heaven's bounties. Before the video ends, I request to donate us some dollars because I do not have house and I have to make a new house.